Alright, it's recording.
Hey,
Hey.
what up?
Hey, everybody.
So here we are in New York's Central Park.
It's somewhere located in the center of New York or something like that.
That's
Park.
Nate's friend, Justin.
Go ahead, get here. You can say hi.
Oh, hi. Hi, Justin.
He's showing us around. He showed us the guy, one of the guys from Hoarder's house. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I took a picture, so look for it. And maybe we'll post a link to his episode or something.
We'll see what we can do.
So
Yeah.
a lot has happened since our last update. I believe the last time you saw us, we were drunk in New Orleans.
Some of us more than others.
Yeah. But anyway, you can read all about that in the blog post if you're that interested in all that. The point is, we continued on. We ate at Waffle House. Huge letdown.
It was not. It was disappointing.
It was
Don't
very,
recommend it.
very disappointing.
And we continued on to Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
That was
They have sweet lake water.
Sweet Lake Water. We got to see where MLK was, his body rests.
That was very powerful.
It was really awesome. It was amazing.
We continued up into North Carolina, where we proceeded to get lost in a place called Pleasant Gardens.
Not so very pleasant.
Yeah, everywhere we went, it was like there was road construction. We were almost trapped in. We thought we were gonna die. It was like
At one point, we were going to go down about a 4-foot wide dirt road.
and I said,
And we were
"Sean,
like, that was a no. That was not an option.
GPS said it was a good idea.
Well, GPS says a lot of things.
it was a good idea. I mean, it was a good beginning to a scary movie." Anyway, so we ended up crashing out at a motel that night, breaking our streak. And
Watch eye roll.
okay, anyway, and then we finally made it to the DC area, and
Wait, no, we're skipping Raleigh.
Oh,
well,
yeah, so we went to Raleigh, North Carolina, and it was really cool. Well, it was really crappy because there's like an arts gallery studio thing there that you can
That
go
would have been really cool.
and watch the artists like paint and sculpt and like do all of their projects. Except the day
But
we
they
were,
were at camp that day.
the day that we happened to be there, I think it was a Monday. It was Monday, right?
Monday, yeah.
And it was a Monday, and so it was camp, and so we couldn't go see anything, which was shitty.
Yeah.
Then we went to DC.
And then,
But Raleigh was a really cool small town.
yeah, I think
But like
good
university oriented, like built in, was really cool.
place. We did have Carolina barbecue near Charlotte.
That's true.
Yes,
At,
it was really good.
Max speed something.
Yeah.
It was really delicious.
Then we finally made it to DC. We camped out at Greenbelt Park and took in the metro. Metro system in DC, not so good because it's very expensive.
Very expensive.
So you have to pay for each trip, but you have to pay the length of the trip,
And avoid rush hour at
So
all
there's
costs.
no flat rate.
and then you have to add like an extra $2 if it's peak hours, which is fuck
Yeah,
that shit.
and another $1 if you can't get the regular plastic card if you're using paper cards. So add an extra $1 per
So
trip.
at one point we took the metro for 45 minutes and paid like $7 to $8 for one way.
$7 each.
Yeah, $21.
But towards the end, I did just sort of start cheating the system and like go in behind people and not pay.
Maybe
So
a couple times too.
Sure. Anyway.
anyway, so we go and then we did the thing, and Nate got his America boner on.
Oh, it was awesome. I saw Lincoln Memorial, I saw Jefferson Dome. I walked on the wrong side of the Potomac River, but I got to see LBJ's memorial, FDR's memorial. I even told a kid to earn some respect, or I told a parent to teach their kid respect, as somebody slapped one of the unemployed statues at the FDR memorial.
Those statues work really hard and they don't get any
They work
money or any
so
work.
hard, you
They
guys.
represent something
So
more
hard.
than that. Anyway, I was on an American tirade. My country.
I was very disappointed did not have the Ankylosaurus at the National Museum.
The history of natural museum, but it was awesome. The Smithsonian, they had some cool stuff. That one was probably my favorite.
The evolution of man was really cool.
That was really cool.
And the insect zoo, which is probably for kids, but I'm a kid. So
He's
it's all right.
okay. It's totally fine. And then we met a homeless woman who was pretty awesome. Sean was wearing his "Fix My Problem" shirt, and she was like, "FMP, what's that?" And he was all like,
Fix my problem.
all right, that's what I'm talking about. Fix my problem. So she was really excited, and then she offered us beers,
And
cigarettes, which we didn't take. She earned those somehow.
Actually, cautionary tale. In Maryland, We didn't talk about
Oh,
our stuff
right.
getting soaked, did we?
Oh, no. So, yeah. So,
But before we do that,
all right.
F&P, we're at the laundromat, we'll talk about the laundromat later. F&P, two thugs walked up to me and they're like, what the fuck's F&P stand for? Who you rolling with? And I was like, Marilyn, you are not mine.
Okay. So anyway, we're trying to get home, but we gotta wait for the peak hours to be over because we don't want to pay an extra $1 to get home. So we wait until about 7:30. We're trying to find where our metro station is, and a freak storm comes out of nowhere and hits us. We are soaked. Hey, stop that. Anyway, and like as we're sitting there soaked on the metro, I'm like, hey, wait, did we put on the rain cover because our tent smells pretty bad? We had to air it out, but it got soaked in rain, and we walked home to a flood in our tent. So we spent our night in the laundromat in Maryland that evening, drying all of our sleeping bags and clothes. And then the next morning we had to dry out the tent. Yeah, shitty.
Then we went back to DC for a bit. That's when Nate saw the memorials, and me and Sean just pretty much chilled. Wrote more for Fix My Problem. So hopefully you guys will be seeing more of that soon. And then today, yesterday, where did we go?
We went to Baltimore.
Oh, right.
Baltimore to go see Edgar Allan Poe's house. It only runs between noon and 3:45. Very few hours. And it's kind of like his house is still there, but everything got built around it. And now it's just an extremely depressed area. Like, you talk about boards and things being put up in people's houses, that's what it was.
Like, I now understand where John Waters is coming from after visiting Baltimore. And I was only there for like 20 minutes.
But then we went to Philadelphia.
Oh, yes, we did.
Which has terrible highways because everything just merges together into one.
Yeah.
But we did get to see Independence Hall.
And that was pretty cool. I'm not really super American guy, but that was actually pretty cool to be in that building.
Yeah.
Like the original building.
Yeah, where it all happened.
70% interior still there, 80%
Exterior.
And our tour guide was pretty cool. She was
And
cool
we got to
beans.
eat Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh, right. We ate Philly cheesesteaks. Really good.
Yeah. And now we paid way too much to stay at a campground in New Jersey. $57 for all these campers and things like that. Terrible. Anyway, we continued
Nate
on.
was literally disgusted.
He was revolted.
He was like, this is disgusting. How can these people do this? Is not camping. I'm Nathan Bell and I'm an Eagle
not
Scout.
Camping, but
Okay.
It's
it's not
leisure.
that they didn't belong there, it's that Nate did not belong there.
But he was still judging them.
I don't think judgment is the right word. Anyway, we continued on to New York, and here we are now.
Central Park.
We parked our car in Queens.
Sucking my feet. I don't know if you can see
We
that.
walked down Broadway,
The
Times
feetsies.
Square to Broadway, came here.
Uh-huh.
That's where we're at in the journey, right?
Yeah.
We will be meeting up with Derek. Possibly. We'll probably
Filming with
filming with him. We'll probably do another video update. And we'll hopefully be doing more of these. I think there's Wi-Fi around here, so
Hopefully you'll see some more of us.
So, all right. See you guys.
That was Nate saying he's going to be nude.
Nate's gonna be nude.
I'm not gonna be nude.
So come back
I'm
or
not
don't.
I'm not gonna be nude.